This one from the QB Unplugged podcast. Deshaun Watson decided this would be a good opportunity to try to pick former Steelers cornerback Ryan Clark's brains on the AFC North.
I want this advice. If you had any advice to give me, what's the keys to winning the AFC North? You played in it for a while. I know you're a Pittsburgh guy.
You know, it's a very different division than it was when I played, obviously. But I think the one thing that always stands there is toughness.
Right.
I think you learned that, you know, when I had my whole Brady Quinn situation during the season. I think, but you know, like I think you learned that, right? Like if you don't fight through injury that game and play it to the fourth and play well, you don't win.
At all.
Right? Like there's going to be physicality involved in that division. You think about it, every team has great rushers, right? Like that's what the AFC North was built on, whether it's Miles, TJ, Trey Hendrickson, Matabike, right? Like the rushers all over the place. The difference is now is the quarterbacks are really good.
Right.
You know, I think that's why you struggle if you're Pittsburgh because, you know, you have to, like, you go draft Kenny. Kenny has to play at a higher level because you're going to play Lamar, Joe, and Deshaun twice a year.
Scott, it's kind of interesting just, you know, the interaction between Deshaun and a former cornerback.
Yeah, and Deshaun looking for, you know, what it takes, right? He's searching for some answers. He hasn't been on the field long enough to say, you know, how he is inside the division. Obviously, this year he lost at Pittsburgh, didn't play Baltimore the first time, and then goes into Baltimore and wins, right? He beat Cincinnati week 1. So he's had mixed results inside the division. That Baltimore win was a huge win. But for the Browns to get where they want to go, right, we've talked about it, they need to win the division, right? It makes things so much easier. You get the home playoff game. Maybe you get a bye. The road to the Super Bowl could be shorter, certainly easier than getting a wild card, and you got to go on the road week 1. So the Browns haven't done that. They haven't won the AFC North since it started in 2002, and that's what they need to change. And that starts by having a big-time record in the division, right? 4-2, 5-1, and that's hard to do, right? They had a chance to go 4-2 this year. They, you know, lost the finale, didn't play anybody in Cincinnati, but that was a good step. And now can they take the next step? And can Watson, you know, game in, game out, compete at a high level against really good defense? And he's had, you know, mixed results.